Foundation, where we're gonna be doing lots of things, but we're also gonna be raising some money for the QLaw Foundation, which is awesome! The QLaw Foundation does services and education, all kinds of cool stuff! And the QLaw Association is here to help the QLaw Foundation. The foundation, the association, they're both awesome, doing great things and helping each other come together, okay? So, now, there's gonna be 3 videos that you can watch all together whenever you want in your leisure. 3 videos, and the first video, we're gonna get started. And then we're gonna tell you all the things about 2019 and 20. Although just the first part of 2020 casinos. We're gonna get started with that. And we're also gonna hear from the outgoing president that enter. And he's gonna give an award to Aleksa Manila, the President's Award for all the cool stuff she's doing in the community. And we're also gonna hear about all the sponsors! The sponsors! Who are so awesome! I love all the sponsors! So you're gonna buckle up and we're gonna hear from Jamie! Jamie, take it away!
Can we please get a virtual round of applause going for Sherdana? She's amazing. Welcome to QLaw's virtual 2020 banquet. My name is Jamie Johnson, and I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to our generous sponsors. Please join us in thanking our platinum sponsors first, and feel free to clap, cheer at home, or drop a comment and say hi to us. Thank you to our platinum sponsors: Lane Powell, K&L Gates, Davis Wright Tremaine, Skellinger Bender, and Perkins Coie. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor, Dorsey & Whitney. Thank you to our silver sponsors: Miller Nash Graham & Dunn, Yon Reporting, Household Fetterman, Microsoft, Stoll Reeves, and Stokes Lawrence. And last, thank you to our bronze sponsors: Amazon, Buell Real-Time Reporting, Keller Roback, Lambda Legal, Law Offices of D.C. Cronin, Sussman Godfrey, Hillis Clark Martin and Peterson, Christensen O'Connor Johnson Kindness, Cozen O'Connor, DeMar Law, Fox Rothschild, King County Bar Association, Robert Half, Rover.com, DLA Piper, Foster Garvey, and Schwabe Williamson and Wyatt. Thank you all to our generous sponsors. We wouldn't be here without you. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce our outgoing president, Matt Etter.
Hi everyone, my name is Matt Etter, and I served as the QLaw Association president from 2019 to 2020 and completed my term in May. I want to welcome each of you to our first ever virtual banquet. Thanks so much for joining us, and happy Pride Month. I hope you have your favorite cocktail or beverage in hand, that you're safe at home and ready for a fantastic program ahead. I first served on QLaw's board as a student board member about 100 years ago in 2012, so it was a total honor to complete the circle and serve as this past year's president. We worked hard to advocate for the perspective of LGBTQ+ lawyers and legal professionals throughout Washington state. We held numerous social events, organized CLEs, collaborated with other minority bar associations, advocated for and testified in support of statewide legislation, became a partner of the Washington State Race Equity and Justice Initiative, met and evaluated over 60 judicial candidates from counties throughout the state, and supported our state's law students through our annual mentorship program. I'm proud to report that our association is strong as ever, financially sound, and ready to confront and adapt to the challenges we see ahead during these unprecedented times. I'd like to take a moment to thank each and every one of this past year's board members for all your commitment and hard work. The work that you put in for the association was inspiring, and I thoroughly enjoyed getting to know each and every one of you. I'd also like to add an additional thank you to Dan Shee, Kat Elliott, and Jamie Corning, all long-term board members who finished their time with the association this past year. Because of you and your support, the association is a stronger and better organization. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'd also like to thank our event planners, Alex and Mira from Synchronicity Events. Because of their expertise, we were able to seamlessly transition into the realm of virtual events when it became clear that we couldn't hold our banquet in person this year. They've become fantastic friends of the association, and we couldn't endorse their services enough. If you have an upcoming event or fundraiser to hold, please consider working with Synchronicity Events. While president, nothing excited me more than receiving an email inquiring about how to become more involved with the association. If you're sitting there today asking yourself that same question, I encourage you to go to QLaw.org, see the committee work we do, see the volunteer opportunities that are available, and reach out so that we can get to know you and you can become part of the association family. This year's banquet's theme was Thank You for Being a Friend. And I hope we're all able to apply the spirit of the theme to support for our good friends at the QLaw Foundation. They're doing amazing work to serve the LGBTQ community. You'll hear more soon from their executive director, Denise Diskin. But I want to personally encourage each and every one of you to donate what you can to the foundation. The banquet is traditionally the foundation's largest fundraiser, and combined with the increased need for legal services due to COVID-19, it's vital that this year we put our money where our mouth is and show up as supportive friends of the foundation. Finally, as president, I have the great opportunity to share a President's Award with a member of our community. This year, I'm excited to present the award to Aleksa Manila. Aleksa is a celebrated drag personality and respected social activist, originally from Manila, Philippines, who now makes her home in Seattle. I had the honor of meeting Aleksa this time last year at our annual June CLE, where she provided a deep and rich history of the Stonewall events for the King County Superior Court bench and our attendees. Aleksa's work with our CLE epitomizes who she is. She is someone who shows up when she is asked. She is someone who educates, and she is someone who works tirelessly to celebrate, empower, and nurture multicultural diversity within our community. In essence, Aleksa is a great friend to all of us. When not in face, Aleksa is a program manager at King County and Seattle Public Health, focusing on the sexual health of transgender women. Currently she has served as a frontline and essential worker during the pandemic. Because of Aleksa, our community is safer, happier, and more vibrant. Congratulations, Aleksa, from all of us at the QLaw Association. Thank you for the work you do, and thank you for being a friend.
Hello friends and family, my name is Aleksa Manila and I use she pronouns and I am a genderqueer activist. This year's theme is Thank You for Being a Friend, and truly that's the gist of it all. When Matthew Etter approached me to talk about something, I of course assumed I was being asked to MC the banquet or maybe even perform. I mean, if you haven't noticed yet, I am a drag queen. Little did I know I was being recognized for my community involvement with this year's President Award. So thank you for being a friend, QLaw. I humbly accept this recognition for every Black, Brown, Indigenous person of color in this country who continues to scream and shout when they are being silenced, who stand on soapboxes to be visible despite censorship, those who lay their bodies on the streets, who fight for all of us until their last breath. I would be remiss not to mention, don't worry, it's not about COVID. It's far greater than a world pandemic that struck the world in December 2019. It's an issue that's systemic and institutionalized into the fabric of American society, the so-called land of milk and honey. Yes, it's about the Black Lives Matter movement. You see, I don't have to be Black to understand what solidarity means, or what it means to fight side by side in whatever shape or form it might take. Perhaps during an acceptance speech, just like this one. If you find speeches like this to be boring or unimportant, I challenge your mindset. I challenge where your heart is. If members of QLaw as an organization truly fight for LGBTQ Washingtonians and yet shy away from the Black Lives Matter movement, then you're not fighting for social justice. Did you know that the 3 founders of the Black Lives Matter movement are just like us? An immigrant, and 2 are queer. If I didn't take this opportunity to speak up and speak out about this, then this recognition is all for nothing. As we celebrate Pride Month, remember the Black and brown trans women who led the riot at the Stonewall Inn in New York in 1969 from June 28th to July 3rd. Always remember Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera. And while we're on the subject, please ask, who killed Marsha P. Johnson? As we begin to progress into opening our state, please remember the people around you, especially the ones who are isolated, not because of a health mandate, but the ones who are alone and feel like they have no one. They too need love. And I cannot stress enough to please vote, 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 vote. We need a leader who leads with compassion and love for all Americans, but especially those who have suffered immensely and continue to suffer. Native Americans, the first peoples of this nation, Black and African Americans, brown folks and immigrants, the dreamers and the doers. Not the kind of leader who fails to see us, who fails to hear us, and who fails to see equity and social justice. We cannot in good conscience allow our Black, brown, indigenous community and our LGBTQ youth and trans siblings continue to be victims of this so-called leadership. Absolutely no one gets left behind. QLaw's mission is to promote and encourage the advancement of LGBT attorneys in the legal profession. And I ask firmly, with fervent favor, to please promote and encourage the advancement of the lives of LGBTQ and Black, brown, indigenous people of color. My name is Aleksa Manila, and I thank you for being a friend. Maraming salamat po.
Hi, wasn't that so great? Wasn't that awesome? Oh, I loved it. I loved it. So I want you to know how you can give to the QLaw Foundation. Okay, so you can go to www.QLawFoundation.org. QLawFoundation.org. So you can go there to donate, okay? Great!